CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, the 1st of September, 2016. If you don't follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. There was a 5.7 magnitude earthquake that struck the North Island of New Zealand at about 10 a.m. local time this morning. The quake has caused no damage or injuries. There's no tsunami warning, but the quake was felt by people as far north as Auckland, as well as people in the South Island down at Christchurch actually felt it as well. The New Zealand government asked people on Twitter to take care of each other and remember the actions: drop, cover, and hold. Tropical storm Hermine is now on course to become the first hurricane to make landfall in Florida since 2005. The tropical storm is expected to intensify over the next 24 to 36 hours into a Category 1 storm. The Weather Service has issued a hurricane warning to indicate that hurricane conditions are expected to affect the northwest part of the Florida peninsula. Hurricane watches are in place from the Suwannee River to the Anclote River just north of Tampa Bay. That's a pretty big stretch of real estate on the west coast of Florida that's going to be affected. The Hurricane Center is warning that there was a danger of life-threatening rain along the northwest Gulf Coast. Storm surges are also possible, with waves that could reach as high as 7 feet. The storm is expected to produce rainfall of up to 10 inches over northwest Florida sometime tomorrow. The storm is then going to weaken, but begin to come up the east coast of the United States. In Hawaii now, strong waves and strong winds are pummeling the Big Island. This is Tropical Storm Madeline. It's no longer a hurricane. It's brushing by the island. It has winds of about 70 miles per hour, but as one meteorologist said, it doesn't matter if it's a strong tropical storm or a Category 1 hurricane. If you have 70 mile per hour winds versus 75 mile per hour winds, it's still a strong storm. Meanwhile, behind it is Hurricane Lester. That's about 1,000 miles from Hawaii. It's being tracked right now. The British software provider SSP has informed the brokers that use its system that the system will not come back on today as it had expected. In a note to brokers seen by the media, the SSP advised it had been in contact both with the Financial Conduct Authority and the Motors Insurers Bureau in England to inform them about the service interruption. The software house explained that it had encountered a technical setback with its storage facility on Wednesday afternoon, and that its service provider had advised them that the most prudent course of action now involves the replacement of a number of physical components. The system has been down now for a couple of days. And a big surprise, British manufacturing staged a comeback, a sharp rebound during the month of August. It could prompt the Bank of England to rethink the need to cut interest rates. The market CIPS Purchasing Managers Index, a closely watched gauge of factory activity, jumped to a 10-month high of about 53.3% in August. This is after it tumbled to a 3-year low of 48 points in July after the Brexit vote. This is, according to an economist at Investec, we would expect manufacturing exports to fare well because after the Brexit vote, the value of the British pound dropped. But the surprise is that domestic business picked up as well. The recovery far outstripped all economic forecasts, delivering the strongest signal yet that Britain's economy is performing better than feared after the June vote to leave the EU. So this could become quite interesting, actually. According to Property Claims Service, catastrophe events in the U.S. resulted in $13.5 billion of insured losses. This is 20% higher than the 10-year historical average of $11.6 billion. 39 states were affected by cat events in the first half, compared to 27 last year. Texas was by far the worst hit state. About 14 different catastrophe events racked up about $7.5 billion in insured losses. Nebraska came in second at $550 million in claims from 2 cat events. And sometime next week, the United States Army is planning to start operating a facility, a plant, that it constructed at a cost of $4.5 billion. The purpose of the plant is to destroy the United States' largest remaining stockpile of mustard gas. The largely automated plant has been built at the military's Pueblo Chemical Depot in southern Colorado. It's going to begin destroying about 780,000 chemical-filled artillery shells next weekend. According to Greg Moman, the manager of the plant, we practiced a lot. Next week it gets real. They're going to be using robots to dismantle the shells. The plant is then going to neutralize the mustard agent, which can maim or kill by damaging skin. At full capacity, the plant expects to destroy an average of 500 shells a day, operating 24 hours a day. It's expected to finish this task by about 2020. The shells stored at the Pueblo Depot contain about 2,600 tons of mustard gas. The Army also stores another 500 tons at the Bluegrass Army Depot in Kentucky. Well, that's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Happy September. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.